Hollywood.
If you are wondering, guys, yes, we are here. We have started on time. Just sit back and vibe to the good tunes. WPPV 105 Live in conjunction with John Rick at 200 Peachtree Street on the second floor. We're having a great time. You should be here with us. We've got a great entertainer coming up pretty soon. My man, Mr. Steve Left Hand Lewis, and several other entertainers as well. The headliner tonight is Mr. Marty Price, guys. So if you're not here, you're missing out on great wine and great food and great people.
Again, thank you to Fuba's Man in Radio here on WPPV 105 Live. And again, we welcome our show tonight. We have some great artists in the house. We have food, we have wine tasting. Come on down again to 200 Peachtree Street.
Alright guys, if you didn't know what you're listening to, you're listening to WPPV 105 Live. A positive option to the negative media and negative radio that's out there, guys. If you ever want to hear some positive entertainment, positive music, you should tune in. The app's available right now for your iPhones. Just type in WPPV 105 Live, or you can always listen to us from the website. Hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. It's just about to really get started. Okay, look at you, Auntie Judy. Represent WPPV 105 Live.
She's stepping out.
She got a matching fedora with the logo.
That's Atlanta Fashionista.
Craziness. I'm gonna get like that when I grow up. But so that you guys know what's going on, you are still locked into WPPV. I'm your host, Too Cool Atkins, and the lovely Lady Love, the loveliest lady on the radio. We've got on the camera the lovely Molly Flynn holding it down for us as a one-woman film crew.
Welcome, Molly.
We've got in the house Mr. Maurice Hall. We'll give him an opportunity to come up and tell you guys what he'll be bringing to the table. We welcome him today to the WPPV 105 Live radio family. We're excited to have him.
We're excited to have everybody tonight.
Especially Miss Sheila Robinson.
First night,
Get my credit in order in financial situations. So we're excited to have her as a part of the family. Every time Positively Entertaining Radio comes on, we'll give her an opportunity to fill you guys in on some information that may help you guys out of your financial debt, or just give you the financial security you're looking for. We've got several entertainers on the roster for tonight. I won't drop any names right now because you expect them to come in that order. I don't want you to hold me accountable for that. So I know I have a great entertainer coming up for you guys momentarily here. My man, Mr. Steve Left-Handed Lewis. If you guys have been listening for the past 30 to 40 minutes, some of the music you heard earlier, you wouldn't even know it. It was Mr. Left-Hand Lewis rocking it out with the acoustic guitar. I tell you, this man is so amazing and phenomenal that Jimi Hendrix wants his autograph.
Left hand? You do it all with the left hand?
Oh yeah, with the left hand. And not a left-handed guitar. We're going to get back to that. This is an exciting story in its own. But again, guys, you are locked in to WPPV 105 Live. Hope you are enjoying yourselves thus far. We've got more great tracks coming up for you, great people, and great entertainment. How you feeling over there, Mr. Stevie?
I'm good.
All right, we're going to keep rocking out, guys. We're going to have to play something else for us if you don't mind.
Let it run.
Then we're going to bring him up in and let him talk to you guys more about how did he become so talented. I think it has something to do with one of our biggest sponsors being Mr. Eldridge Askins and Lady Lydia with the UABA, which stands for United Amputee and Autism Basketball Association. They are big helpers for us in getting this thing set up here with John Wick. And I just want you all to know, man, those guys are amazing. That community is one of the toughest communities you've ever seen. Amputees, some with prosthetics, some without. These guys are out here hooping it out in three-point contests and just living their everyday life, guys. They are an inspiration, as well as anyone with a disability. Don't feel sorry for them. Trust me, they don't want that. But we got one man, Mr. Left Hand Lewis, back at the table. We're gonna give him a few questions and let him fill you in on how he became so talented at playing the guitar. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. We say Steve Left Hand Lewis for a reason. One of the reasons being is he plays the guitar with his left hand, but he doesn't traditionally play the guitar with the left hand. You know they have left-handed guitars out here, right, Mr. Lewis?
Oh yeah, they do.
Hey, he don't care, but he's out here turning the right-handed guitar upside down and sounding like Jimi Hendrix or one of the greats. And I promise he is a legend in the making.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you again for, first of all, having me. Thank you for WPPV for having me to come down here to share my gift, man. I'm grateful, man. And to my gift and my talent, I give it all to God. I'm grateful. Started playing guitar when I was 4 years old. So I've been playing a couple of decades, right? But I'm grateful, man. He gave the gift to me where I take a right-handed guitar and just flip it upside down and don't turn the strings. So it's kind of unique where most people would, when they turn the guitar upside down, they would flip the strings. But it's totally different from me that he would just give it to me and just flip it. Even Jimi Hendrix, when he flipped it, most people don't know he flipped the strings.
Wow.
And I just didn't flip the screen. That's how he gave it to me.
That's how you rock it out there.
That's how I rock it out, man. So I enjoy what I'm doing. And I talk with my hands. And I hope you guys heard my message tonight.
You give a great message, brother.
Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, music has the power to do so many things. It has the power to heal, uplift, motivate, and just get you on with your day-to-day, you know? It can pull you out of those slums. So my man right here, Mr. Steve Lewis, has a great message to give. So whenever you get a chance to listen to his music, take the opportunity. I mean, you won't regret it. Everything you heard leading up until now was Mr. Steve Lefty rocking it out, even at 6:30 with the sound check. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So we really appreciate your talent. And you come from a family of
all my dad, my brother, my uncle, they all played music, man. The Lewis family were a talented family. How they gave it to me, my uncle, he pretty much pushed me to the level where I am right now. And so I'm grateful, man. It's in the family, it's in the DNA. In other words, it's in the DNA.
Gotta love that. Have you found anyone that you can pass that down to yet?
You know what? I haven't. You know what was crazy? I have 2 sons, and they won't touch it.
What?
Man, you know what? I started questioning God about this stuff a week or so ago. I said, like, oh, why? I said, can you imagine 3 of you? Meaning, okay, I'm pretty much a little difficult to deal with.
No.
Yeah, because I'm very
articulate.
Yeah. So he said, can you imagine 3 of you guys trying to tell each other what to do? And so I took it like, okay, so what are you trying to say? He said, I give them to you so they can give you balance.
Wow.
Balance. So when they're able to share with you, you're able to receive it and not receive it from a musical standpoint. So that's how he gave it to me. And I tell you, each time they always share stuff with me, and it's not from a music place, but they know the music. It's just I can receive it better opposed to coming from a music standpoint. Because if they was coming from a music standpoint, it would always be like, man, you can't tell me. You know how long I've been doing this here? I'm daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm daddy. You can't tell me. He was like, I wasn't gonna do it like this here. So when they share information with me, I'm like, I can receive that. You know, I can receive it. My son told me the other day. He said, "Thank you, Dad." Now, and both of my sons, like, are in the Air Force, and they've been through a lot. They went through losing their mom to cancer at 6 and 10 years old. So there's that balance again. We read back to that same word about balance. So can you imagine 3 of me sitting up here trying to play, and I'll be like, no, y'all got to do it like this. And no, Dad, you got to do it like this. No, Dad, no, well, no.
Yeah, we never get done with that show.
Well, so, don't be surprised if they come around. Because, you know, my son is 29, and I promise you, the other day he ordered a guitar. I'm like, where did they come from? So don't be surprised if they come around years later and pick up where you left off.
And you know, like, what's interesting, I share with people who wants to do this. You gotta have a passion to want to do this. You can start out sometimes and when it gets challenging, we'll put it aside. Where it worked for me, it was like, it was inside of me. And this guy called me the other day, he said like, Steve, man, can you teach me the theory of it? I said, well, do you play? He said, yes, I play. I said, well, how long you been playing? He said, I've been playing 12 years. I said, well, then you know the theory. I say, what I think higher being tries to tell us, don't try to be like nobody else.
Amen.
Right.
Be yourself. Don't try to be like left hand. See, we all have a unique fingerprint, and that's what's different about us. So what I'm hearing now is a lot of musicians that's sounding just like everybody else.
That's right.
But God uniquely made you to be one individual for you to be different. So the theory to that is when you find out who you are, you're going to know the theory. And you're going to be your own self. So I was like, man, don't allow me to take your money to tell you something. You already know it. I say the theory is just learn what you need to learn and have your own identity.
So the upcoming play will be aired on July 17th at 6 p.m. at the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center. It's going to be an amazing show when the cast comes. When you come, be prepared to be informed, uplifted, and empowered, and bring your kids too. $625.
Hey, we need some flyers.
I have some in here tonight. But back to Mr. Darrell Daniel. What's your question, sir?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Left Hand. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
I'm humble, man.
But I would like to know when can we expect to hear something from you again? Or how can we get some of your music or anything like that?
Yeah. So I can lead up to your question.
Absolutely.
I promise you. Artists, listen to this. I made a lot of mistakes because I was impatient. Be patient in what you do. Sometimes you think you're ready and you have the music ready, but then you don't have everything in place, like the website and everything that you need to make it go forth. And that's what I did when I started out. When I had the CD, I didn't have all the websites and everything in place so I could put it out there. So I didn't prepare myself. So I end up doing most of the work myself. But you know what? I stay humble. I don't get caught up in crowds.
All right. Well, Mr. Steve, I want to thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You are an amazing talent, and I really appreciate your time. And before you leave, can you tell them, are you on Facebook? Is there anybody that can follow you?
Definitely, I'm on Facebook. Facebook as Steve Lewis, not Steve Left Hand Lewis. Steve Lewis. I'm telling you, man, I messed up on a lot. Instagram, Twitter, I'm on all that. Steve Lewis. But when I come out, it'll be Steve Left Hand Lewis. But right now, just follow me on Facebook as Steve Lewis. I got 1,000 clips out there where I inspirationally just help you out. See, I didn't even tell you guys that I was on crack cocaine for 10 years. This same dude right here.
Tell your story. Tell me.
Bruh, no, he'll be back. Oh, he'll definitely
10
be back.
years, man. And you know what? I just made up in my mind. I said, I can't do this no more.
Amen.
And when I did that, when I quit saying it with my mouth and said it with my heart, that's when the change comes. It works with business the same way. Quit saying a lot of stuff with your mouth because you're lying.
Oh, yeah.
You're lying. Say it with your heart and watch and see what happens.
And believe in it. Believe in yourself.
I'm good.
Amen.
Man, just to put this
You the man. All right, guys. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, thank you, guys. Man, can't stop. Stay tuned, guys. You are still locked in to WPPV 105 Live. Anything you want to say, Lady Love?
Only thing I want to say is that's what WPPV 105 is about, is people who focus on positive mindset, positive goals, and help people to succeed in what they're doing. And again, Left Hand, Steve, we appreciate you. Your talent is amazing.
Right to it, because the brother is very talented, songwriter, actor, and everything I can think of. Without further ado, press stop.
How can I love somebody if I don't love myself? Do you love me? Why don't you love me? I love myself some me. Oh, everybody's looking for love out there. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm fine with being all by myself. I don't need nobody to make my life complete. brightest smile in town.
What is it exactly that you do? Comedian, you have tracks on iTunes right now. Fill us in a little bit about yourself. Will allow the audience to ask you a couple questions. We
Sure.
appreciate you making time for us.
So I call myself the singing comedian. If you've seen Facebook videos, I have a character called Mother Gladys. She has the huge gold chains. So I do a lot of Instagram and Facebook comedy, but I also sing. My strategy is I get the people by comedy and you drag them on in by the voice. So that way, you know, I can sing, but I'm kind of crazy too. So if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm Tybernacle. That's TAIPERNACLE. And on iTunes, I go by the name Prince Ty. So you can find me there, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff.
You are awesome, man. I cannot wait to hear you perform at the Play Again, When the Cats Come, airing July 17th out of the Porter Center for Performing Arts Center at 6 p.m. You can look for an amazing show. My man Ty will be involved, and you can look forward to hearing his voice again. Does anyone in the audience have any questions for Mr. Ty right now before we move on?
We'll be at the Porter Smith Auditorium for When the Cats Come, July 17th. That's my next date. So I'll be singing there as well this summer.
Okay.
Shout out to the Cats.
Alright.
They're in the building.
So the cast is in the
We
house?
got one more question from the cast member right now.
Which one do you like the most, being a comedian or a singer, and why?
Great question.
See, the thing is, I like to make people laugh or smile. And a lot of times on Instagram and Facebook, I get messages from people who tell me how I've gotten them through cancer, how I've gotten them through a sickness. So just the gratification and the appreciation of my gift kind of puts it in perspective for me, humbles me a little bit for that. Singing is my passion. I love to sing, and comedy is that thing that I really feel like I'm making an impact for someone who may be having a hard time or maybe going through, you know, some struggles in their life.
Amen.
All right, that was the last question for Mr. Prince Ty.
I
One more time. Can you tell them
I'm so inspired by the music you just played. You know, if I don't love myself, and you know, that is so positive, because we have so many of our young people today, for whatever reason, you know, they don't like themselves because I ain't got no curly hair like her or no body like her. You know, they start to feel sort of insecure. But like you said, I gotta love myself before I can love somebody else. So I was just wondering, do you mentor young people?
Child, so I've always been interested in having like a little brother, big brother situation kind of go on, because I do feel like I have a story I can tell about the song. I wrote the song in 2015. I actually lost 120 pounds in a year.
Right.
So I wrote that song because I didn't love myself.
Okay.
So I wrote that song, and now when I listen back to it, it's like my own testimony. So it's like, I don't need nobody to make my life complete, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm in love with myself.
In touch with Chef Algerita Weems. She is the founder of an organization called Aiding and Achieving. And what she does is pretty much what you do, try to inspire, motivate them into thinking more about themselves. You know, everybody's beautiful, ain't nobody else like you, so don't try to be like nobody else, because that's stressful. By the time you get finished trying to be like somebody else, you just got crazy at the end of the day. That's the way I am. I'm 67 years old. I got a lot of old people tell me, girl, you still out there dancing and skating. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Because I love myself.
That's right.
Thank you so much, darling.
Yes. I keep talking about this play. Tell us about it. You running over it. You're not really telling us about it, but can you please just
Well, I don't want to give up too much information, you know what I mean? Blow a whistleblower or whatnot, but the writer-director is in the building. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a powerful play. You should bring your kids. It's going to teach you how to do what you need to do for yourself with the help of your brothers and sisters. It's going to teach you how to be a motivator, how to be a leader. It's going to teach you to find things inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. The play's phenomenal. Don't get me started on that. We still got a show to do. And without further ado, I want to say thank you, Prince Ty. We're going to give our new family members the opportunity to present themselves. Our new family members, Mr. Maurice Hall, Sheena Robinson. I'm going to allow them to come to the mic and tell you guys what they're bringing to the table as we continue to expand our WPPV 105 Live family. And I'm honored to have those guys. So again, we want to give thanks to Mr. Prince Ty for putting it down. Thank you very much, brother.
coming through, Prince Ty. Yeah, I'm impressed. WPPV 105 Live.
Detrimental and very big assets to the organization. One being the lovely lady in my presence right now, Miss Sheena Robinson. How you doing today, love?
I am doing well, thank you.
I am so glad to have met you through your husband. He's a great guy, and you are going to be a blessing to us. Can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself really quick?
Yes, my name is Sheena, and I am a financial parent consultant and author. I just finished my first book, and it's called, thank you. It's called Financial Parenthood, The Keys to Raising a Rich Kid. And on the show, I'm going to be giving some tips out to the parents on things they should be doing with their children to make sure that they're birthing out rich kids. So I'm excited to share that information because I wish someone would have told my mom this type of information when I was younger. But, you know, better late than never. So I'm sharing the information with the community to make sure other kids have the opportunity to have the best life possible.
And we are honored to have you. I really appreciate that. Okay, up next, guys, another member of our family we're honored to have. This guy has been in the broadcasting for a little bit, so he has a great skill set to bring to the table, and we're going to put him to use. So without further ado, my man, Mr. Maurice Hall, could you tell him a little bit about yourself?
I'm definitely pleased and happy to be here. Got some amazing artists right now. Stevie Left Hand Lewis, he did his thing, and I definitely love that new jam. I love myself, so it's definitely motivational.
Prince
But,
Tom, yes.
I'm Maurice, but my first name is actually Troy, which is ironic.
We can't have two Troys in this organization,
But
okay?
I started off early at an early age. I said I'm going to decide to go through my middle name first. But I'm originally from Oceanside, California, military family. Songwriter, music is my first love. But after speaking with my father and understanding that I was bound to be a speaker more than anything before I was a writer, and my father recognized that at an early age, so he said, you need to get in broadcasting. So I decided to move to Oklahoma City for a little bit and attend school. I went to school for 2 years, got an associate's degree in broadcasting and communication. And now I run a little small business where I work with a couple of artists, songwriting. I just organized a Stop Bullying campaign last year in Oklahoma City, where one of my artists actually performed at a couple of elementary schools speaking to kids about how you can stop bullying and speak up about bullying, and I did it through music. So my main focus is focusing on positive news, because positive news creates positive energy.
He has to come up. I mean, he goes by several names. I just know him as Mr. L, but today he's going to perform as Mr. Front Yard. So if you saw him on the flyer, he's really not a convict, guys. He's a humanitarian. He's a hell of a guy, and he's going to put on a great show for you. So I hope you're as excited as I am. We're going to get ready for that in just a moment.
Thank y'all for coming tonight. I just wanted to, I know y'all probably looked at the brochure and seen a whole new person.
Yeah,
I used to weigh 300 plus pounds, almost 400 pounds. So when people see me now, they're like, I don't know about that. You know, maybe it's you got a brother. But I've been playing the piano for probably about 35 years. My grandfather taught me how to play the piano when I was 5 years old, so I grew up, first song I ever played was Lucille by B.B. King. So I grew up playing the blues, growing up playing in the church, and I took music and just put it all together. So a little bit of this, and this. So when y'all hear this track I'm about to play, this is one of my fun songs, and I call this one Ferris Wheels. You know, most people, they like to, when I was younger, I used to roll dubs. You know, 20s was huge back in the day. You know, like, man, I look at some 20s now, they look like quarters. So this is a fun song I came up with. The guy on the track is the best piano player I've ever heard in my life. Glenn Moore played in the 70s, 60s with Al Green, you name it, in the 70s, 60s, he was that guy. So this is Ferris. I'm looking down on the tops of your cars and I'm laughing. You know me, I keep them rims that you can see through. That's why your girl checking them out like it's her rear view. Now she checking them out doing a hairdo. I said, what? Doing a hairdo? That's what that glare do. See, every morning when I roll out, I feel like I'm at the fair, dude. See, I'm on Ferris wheels, me and my crew. We call them the Glass Wheels.
Is that good?
Well, basically, I dropped my album last week, and what we're doing with it is, you go to www.uaba1.com. The album is used for sales to purchase prosthetics and help out amputees that need limbs. So I'm the founder of the United Amputee and Autistic Sports Association. And what we're doing is we are making a difference in the community. And I want to use this album, which is some of my favorite songs, to inspire. This motivational music. And just want to help raise money so we can do something positive and see the difference in the people.
Amen.
I love it. It was definitely a fun ride. We're on your sponsors, but no doubt, it don't stop from here. It's just getting started all over again.
That's right.
So guys, we really want to put your hands together again for Mr. Front Yard. Next round coming up for lovely Miss Phoenix Soul. So if you guys are ready to hear her lovely voice.
Is it UABA?
Yeah, UAB.
UABA. Can you tell us a little bit more about your organization?
Definitely. The United Amputee and Autistic Sports Association is a for-profit, and we have a non-profit called the Young Stars of America. And what we do is basically go out to the different communities and try to find people that need limbs or help people with autism to communicate and to come up with new technology so we can advance the future. 30, 40 years ago, prosthetics were made out of wood and not really durable materials, and now you can go to a computer and print, 3D printing, the titanium components, and things like that as well. So, we just want to be a part of making the future easier for the people with challenges in their lives.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What's happening, you guys? How y'all feeling? All right. Here we go. My name, so who is to blame? People come, seasons go. That's the way I knew before. What if I let you know that I need you even more? Would you go? Would you stay? Turn and walk the other way? Or could you be the ray that comes and brightens up my day? Love can't fade if we communicate. Love can't fade if we go. So talk and listen. Give me your mind, no hesitation. Healing and trying from a conversation. People come, seasons go. What if I let you go? 'Cause I couldn't get you new. Like there's more than I'll ever go. You stay every time you walk away.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Like you were saying, I work with Joe Basto Music. It's a camp, and they're really doing some amazing and empowering things, bringing youth, bringing musicians, and teaching them everything about business, teaching them about how to go out and do these shows. So we're a camp, where we're positive, amazing people that are coming together to just transform industry. And
Awesome.
it's absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
It's amazing to be a part of that.
And keep doing what you're doing, girl.
I
Keep
shall.
doing it.
I shall. Yeah, I'm kind of fusing myself here. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, but I'm also a psychologist, an energy therapist. So I'm kind of fusing everything that I am to put a word out, put the message out, and to just
Hold up.
What's up?
Yeah, hold
Now, this
up.
is the thing for you guys.
Ain't nothing
She's
depressing about her. She's
certified in psychology, but the psychology she's certified in, what's it called again?
It's transpersonal psychology.
Transpersonal psychology.
Yeah.
Now, for those like myself, what does that mean?
Okay, so transpersonal psychology is the psychology of mind, body, and spirit. In traditional Western psychology, you take somebody, you cut their head off, and you diagnose them with something. But you can't do that until you take into account their environment, their family, their lifestyle. There's so many things. We're a machine, so you really have to take into account the whole being before you can diagnose or anything.
You have to know the road that they travel from, and I use that all the time.
Yeah.
You will never know anybody until you first know the road they travel from. Don't judge until you know their story.
Absolutely. We're all beautiful. We're all super unique. Be yourself. Be whole. Be excellent.
That's what it's about. All right.
Where did you get
Give it
that
up.
mindset from? What encouraged you to be where you are in the place you are right now as far as your mind space?
I'm a military child,
Okay,
so
that would definitely explain.
I grew up, seeing different perspectives, and just being an artist. We're just naturally open. I'm so grateful.
This is your first time, but not your last.
Okay, I welcome it. I welcome it.
So you may have already said it just then, but if you can leave us with a message for the people, what would it be?
don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. You know, that's where the beauty is. That's where the magic is. You know, we get comfortable, we get into our routines, you know, we get into the monotony. Take a different way home. You know, try a different cuisine. You know, go somewhere different. Just explore differences, because that's where you begin to open yourself up to life and experiences that can transform you. That's how we transform, is stepping outside of our comfort zone. So I just say, don't be afraid to do it a little bit different.
That's right. Oh my goodness. And again, this is your first time, but not your last. We're going to have to have you back on the show.
I love that.
And kind of talk a little bit more about the transpersonal. Is it transpersonal?
Yes, you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Talk more about the transpersonal inner you,
Yes.
is what I'm going to call it, because a lot of people really need to understand that. And again, we thank God for you.
Thank you.
WPPV appreciate you. In the house.
In the house.
And again, thank you. Let's give it up again.
Thank you.
We live in the moment, trying to be cool, but your signal is busy. I guess you're doing you, so I'ma go ahead and do me too. I guess we haven't been on the same page lately. We ain't seen eye to eye, but we could just remain friends. But you wanna do something different. I wanna do something different. We all wanna do something different. And I am alive. Oh, how would I know unless I gave it a try? I gave it a try unless I gave it a try. How would we know unless we gave it a try? Unless we gave it a try. We gave it a try. Everybody clap. Serious, pray. Come on, clap. We're both still friends. Maybe that's why we're both still friends. Maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe that's just the way it is. I've been talking to this girl for about 9 years, and we just never just gave it a try. We never thought about dating. The spirit was there, but you know, we just never did anything.
9 years? Hey, y'all thinking what I'm thinking, right? 9 years, and you never thought about it?
Well, the thing is, we did go our separate ways. Like, we moved to different states too. So.
Hey, if you making a song about it, that means you still thinking about it. Tell the truth.
He's trying to get up there.
Yeah, I still.
Hey, tell us the truth now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still do think about it a lot, like every day. Yeah, what inspired me was my dad, because he was in a band called the Portrait Band back in like the 70s, late 80s. And listening to him growing up around the early 90s, seeing him on stage just inspired me to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And he always wanted me to, and I was just like, okay, well, why not?
Right.
I sing. I didn't find out until I could really sing until I was about 4. My mom would put on some of her hits, like The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston,
right.
Have me singing just everywhere. Michael Jackson, Who's Loving You, just everything. So
remember, you go way back.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
well, we thank you so very much. And keep doing what you're doing. And we would love to have you back one day, someday.
Yeah, no problem. I will most definitely be back.
He is honestly single, ladies.
Nobody wants to have questions about that 9-year relationship?
Okay,
All right.
So does she know that the song is about him?
Okay.
Not yet. I didn't want to tell her.
If she's listening, she knows now.
She doesn't even know that.
Surprise.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Tell her to tune in to WPPV 105 Live. She'll hear it before
We'll play it again.
surprise.
okay.
and he was on season 12 of American Idol.
Rodney.
Rodney. Sorry, I'm calling him Mike Rodney. Yeah,
Mike Rodney.
But
Rodney Mike.
things happened. His mom got sick, so he had to leave. So let's just pray that he get another opportunity to get back on the show, because I'm sure he'll probably win.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just wait till you hear him. I'm excited about hearing him.
Absolutely.
From when I was born till now, I was a rape baby. I was given up for adoption. I had a stuttering problem coming up in school. I've been shot twice in the chest, and I was on American Idol, and I put all this stuff in one song.
Yeah.
So I want to share that with you. I was born a rape baby. My mama gave me up at birth. God gave me a new mother, my only queen on this earth. As a kid, I had a stutter. My mind was moving too fast, always getting bullied and picked on out the class. I started taking some therapy. My speech became precise. By 7th grade, I was straight, and my grades were looking nice. See, I was bigger than most. My hands became fast. I started beating up the bullies and get suspended from class. I can only be me when I'm struggling. Telling you to owe me will be hustling, selling something I wanted for nothing. Somehow the Lord had to change my ways. People only praise you when they're crying. People only go to church when someone's dying. Lord, know I'm trying when it's fine. I don't know what to do right, so Lord, let me be me. By 15, I was skipping school and selling that dough, cause I see my mama struggling, losing hope cause we poor. So I decided to drop out and stack up some bread. I went back and got my diploma. Some people thought I never did. I went to college for a while, got a degree and got out. My life was moving too fast, slowed me down when I got shot. Doctor said I'd never sing again, but I was on Idol. Cause mama raised a strong man, and God created a fighter. I can only be me when I'm struggling. Telling you to owe me will be hustling or selling something.
Again, give it up for Rodney Barber, season 12 of American Idol. Hey, I don't even see how you still standing.
Hey, shed light. I shed light every day, so I have to. Hopefully my testimony will be able to bring somebody else out of something.
That's right.
You know, that's the whole thing, like the whole purpose. It's the whole purpose of you guys' show.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
And you were definitely.
And you know, we have a award ceremony coming up, and I would like to invite you out. I'll give you more information, but it's called I Made It. And it's going to be for people like yourself that went through so much in life, and you're still standing strong.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
In the midst of.
That's right. I mean, some of us couldn't even comprehend.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the fact that, man, I've been homeless, I've been sleeping on the street before, you know, I've been through a lot. And I did it all by choice, you know. There were circumstances that, you know, might have caused me to do the wrong thing. So I said, you know what, I just stay outside. You know, I save up my money this way, so that way I won't have to do the wrong thing, because I know me. You know,
that's right.
Given the opportunity for enough money, I know me. If I'm going through a hard time, I know me, you know, so.
And this all started when you was a child?
This all started when I was young. Like the devil been trying to kill me since I was a baby, you know. And I'm still here.
That's right.
I'm only 31, so it's like I'm out here still shedding that light to everybody.
We appreciate it, man. You keep being an inspiration and motivation to others, bro. You got a beautiful voice, you got a way with words, man. You delivered that song like it should have been delivered. That was a great message. And I wish you the best. What else you have going on? Where can they follow you at?
Right now, I'm in a movie right now with the guy who played Biggie, Jamal Willard.
Right,
Dude
yeah.
Gravy. Yeah, we got a movie that's coming out in October. So I'm in part of the movie. I'm singing one of my new songs called World Cry. And this is a protest song that I do because I'm a Black Panther. So I go out and I protest with all the Panthers and I sing this off a bullhorn. And this song is about just strengthening everybody, strengthening your own communities and getting back together as one to actually do something as one. You know, King didn't stop for a reason. You know, King died and we stopped. What happened? We still ain't, stuff still ain't changed yet. You know, so it's the whole point of paving the way for somebody else, to be able to pave the way for the next person, to be able to pave the way for the next person. She out into July the 4th.
July the 4th.
So I just gave y'all a pretty snippet of that.
Yeah.
The song that's out right now is World Cry. That's what we promote right now. So
World Cry. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, that's on YouTube. Matter of fact, you guys like 32 seconds. Mind if I give you a snippet of that song?
Not at all, man.
Go ahead.
I just want to give y'all a
Take the
snippet.
mic this time.
No, you should. Shine in the morning time, shining my light through the tunnel. Hey, I don't know why I can't fly like a bird. I want some wings. This is my world. Cry, somebody hear me.
So yeah, everybody, I'm doing the Trayvon poem right now just to start it off. Obviously the props kind of gives it away. I'll put them right here. I gotta hold this mic. It shouldn't take the cities to be physically for the publicity to be listening. And statistically, if you ain't feeling me, at least rebuild the peace. Cause I refuse for someone to confuse someone who's still a teen to look like he's on a killing spree. How does walking with Arizona and Skittles make you look like Deborah Coble with missiles? Cause there's even soldiers with pistols that know they're not supposed to belittle or shoot unless something's blown by a whistle. But I guess that's the society just works. There's no love first. The love comes after the gun bursts and become tragic after they spot the casket in that one church. It amazed me how crazy that George gets another shot. Cause if it stands, we know we had a chance that his hands would have slipped another shot. Even all-stars that ball hard wish for another shot. But you don't see them shooting, they just puking and sipping on another shot. Even though we had stayed on Carton, we shouldn't have to wait on carnage to find justice for Trayvon Martin. Till Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That his wife had it all. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That he liked what he saw. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That he liked, had it all. Hey, Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That he liked what he saw. You shouldn't have to earn fame by getting killed. I learned names like Emmett Till to try to make you recover and clutter that hurt pain for penicillin. But I didn't know compliments with confidence could lead to murder, or even further, which is unheard of, like in the comics apocalypse. The problem is those shots they did happen kind of pops a got to a kid's face and hit it cave against the rib stabbing. I don't know. Was it because he was black or simply didn't like the fact that the nice comments that pilots his wife's confidence was missing, making him a jealous fella was made his life more demolishing? Either way, it's a dumb reason. No matter what region you in, you have no right to kill a kid. I don't wanna hear it, so get the seal in your mouth. Clean your spirit, have a good appearance for killing the South. It ain't humane, and it ain't right. This ain't the game, this in the same white. He's complimenting your wife, sending him to funerals like you have full control of what he's obligated to life. Visiting them down south, by the growing grasses, having no clue it's a foul town full of madness. Now they visiting him in his open casket. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That his wife had it all. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That he liked what he saw. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That his wife had it all. Emmett Till kept it real, was not his fault, not at all. That he liked what he saw. Honestly, it's not even about race, it's about the concept of nonsense. Roy Bryant really shouldn't have beaten the case, but too late. Emmett lies boxed up in his coffin. You have no right to be strangling and cranking people with barbed wire because they whistled at your wife, and you're sure to put the pistol at his life and gouge at his face until you can see the pixels in his eyes. I haven't lost a doubt, even after he admitted that he did it for a hustle, a couple of penny G's. He still wasn't convicted or got tickets off of a stupid rule called double jeopardy. What I like to see is society fighting need, how you see, righteously like a team. Need to be dumping the government, hunting for other men, making life hell just cause they love it, the fun of it. Let it bring their child. kid. They fan wouldn't have been a while till they take this man into custody. But unluckily, the public speaks late. Well, it actually was a poem. It intended to be a poem. I was doing a lot of poetry after school and things like that. And my topic was Emmett Till. So, you know, I did heavy research. I was trying to like snap, you know, I was trying to outstand everybody performing. So, blah, blah, blah. I did my research. And the song, if you really pay attention, I know it's the first time, so it just sounds good. But if you really look into the lyrics, I put a lot of work into it. Like, I was just talking about, it's pretty much, I don't know if you guys know the story, but Roy Bryant was the dude who got away with it. And he pretty much, he did admit that he did it, but after the rule, double jeopardy, after you already get, you know, after you already get tried for the case, you can, a magazine pretty much offered him like a couple thousand, blah, blah, blah. He told the whole story, and that's how it was confirmed. You know what I'm saying? It was not like, it wasn't a theory or anything like that. So yeah.
I love it. A young man with a talent like yours and the ability to do research and make yourself prominent or known, not just basically make it relevant. You know, you're not just saying words with your gift, you're actually using them to get a message across. And I commend you for that. What else should we expect from you in the near future?
Right now, I'm really taking my music real serious right now. So I appreciate anybody who follows me. I ain't nothing right now, but you know, hopefully right now.
Hey, Judy, you need to talk to him.
Excuse me, young man. Don't you ever say nothing about you ain't nothing. No, I'm so moved by you. I'm back here talking to two of your friends, getting some information about you. No, but I'm always amazed when young people are doing something positive. You know, you could be out in the street on drugs, in prison, and grave, but you're doing something positive. And whatever WPPV can do to, you know, promote what you're doing, we're here for you.
That's right. So you are somebody. Don't ever say you're nobody. Believe me, I know artists that started from nothing and that now they're on every BET award there is.
You can be humble, you can be modest. Don't downplay yourself ever, brother. You got something you need to be proud of, okay?
My two people are pretty much.
What you do it for?
I'm out here trying to spread the word, and I do a lot through music. A lot of people just listen to music. A lot of people don't want to hear you straight up. So sometimes you just gotta put it in music, or it don't even have to be music. That's why people make movies, blah blah blah, because there's a message. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of messages you just can't say. People are lazy. People, you know, they want to see stuff, hear things, videos, whatever. And right now, that's what I really do through my music. I just really try to touch people. Don't get me wrong, I have my fun tracks, but there's tracks where I get serious and I get dead, and it's like, oh man, like, yo, it's relatable. It's relatable, and it's not just this track stuff where I talk more personal in my life and blah blah blah. Then you know I have those fun, like, okay, I can dance to it, blah blah blah. But for the most part, I'm an all-around artist right now.
All right.
That is amazing, brother.
We have another question.
My question is, okay, you explained, you know, why you did the Emmett Till song or whatever. I want to know, because it seems like the two performances that you just did, it seems like you do a lot of historically black events where, you know, there was some type of wrongdoing towards a black person, blah, blah, blah. So I want to know what inspired you to speak on the Trayvon Martin situation.
Coming in to perform, because, you know, it's positive, and that's one of my most positive songs right there, and I just felt like I should throw in Trayvon Martin. You know, that's something I wrote, and I want people, you know, to get my opinion on that aspect as well. I'm actually from where Trayvon, you know, where that whole incident went down. So I kind of, not take it more personal, but it was a big thing down there. So, you know, just to come out of Atlanta and, you know, spread it, and might as well do it while I'm doing Emmett Till, and, you know, I got the chance to actually do the poem as well, and, you know, I'm glad.
You should feel accomplished, brother. You did a great job, man. You did get your message out there. We will have you back, all right? Put your hands together for my man. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. It has been a pleasure to be here on Positively Entertaining Radio on your station, WPPV 105 Live. Go to the website anytime you like to check out up-and-coming events at WPPV105live.com. The Android app will be available within the next couple of days, but stay tuned. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. The @ 2 Cool AP. Again, that's 2 COOLAP. Lady Love, you want to give your contact information? We've got 8 minutes left before we close the show out. And
Of course, again, thank you for listening. To all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. For all our guests, thank you for performing. For the audience, thank you for coming out to support WPPV 105 Live. And again, my name is on Facebook. I am Lisa WPPV Jackson. That's on Facebook. I'm also known.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Yeah, this is our first time to Atlanta, and so we just decided to say hi.
Well, thank you ladies for making time to
Welcome to
Peachtree.
Thank you for stopping by. Tell us where you're from.
And what's going on?
Okay, I'm from Kansas City.
I sure do, you know, thank you all for coming, you know, to our first live broadcast. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you to Mr. Eldridge Atkins, you're Atkins. Yes, thank you so much. We want to thank Belinda, you know, for the John Rick International Salon and Day Spa. And thank all of our special guests and thank the audience. And every time we will always end our show on a positive note. No matter how hard today was, tomorrow is an opportunity to make it better. Good night.
Bollywood.